What you're watching now is a replay of a pretty good online race I had a couple nights ago. Settings are 550 pp with racing soft tires. And the reason this is a good race is I'm racing against an online opponent that's level 37, and he's using the supercar LFA, and I'm using a supercar GTR. And this is pretty consistent to real life comparisons of these two cars. There's some reviews out in real life that say that on a drag race quarter mile battle that yeah, the GTR has a all-wheel drive launch, and you see that happening here because this is lap 1 of 4, and I was able to take the lead at the very start using the GTR's aggressive gearing and all-wheel drive launch. But in this race, it's going to be consistent to the real-life comparisons, as you'll see the times that I'm on the straights. You're going to see the LFA start gaining on me when we get over like 130 miles per hour. That just showcases the top end power of the LFA. Now you can't have everything. You know, having the top end power, that puts the GTR at a disadvantage at the top end, but the GTR is a lot lighter than the LFA. The LFA gets all that top end power, but it weighs a lot more than the GTR. So here in the corner here, you can see I pull away. This is where the battle is really interesting. You know, this is the perfect course. Monza has a mix of long straightaways to help cars that have top end power, and then you got the short chicanes and the small, tight corners. That balances out the whole match, and that's why I uploaded this video. Okay, now on the first lap I had the lead, but you can see it's hard for me to fend him off here. He just has too much horsepower, and especially when he's behind me and drafting me, that I can't keep him off me. So he takes the lead here. Second lap, no worries yet. It's 2 out of 4. What I'm thinking during this time was second lap, let's keep an eye on where there's an opening here. And right there, I kind of noticed there's an opening because there's a chance that I could pass him here. So I keep that in the back of my hand, on the back of my mind. I keep driving, and I see it, and I look, is it possible for me to even draft him and slipstream and take him here? Probably not, because we're coming up to chicane here, so we all have to brake pretty hard, and I can't go on the inside, otherwise I collide with him. So keep my line, stay behind him. What I'm thinking about at this time is let's see if I can really keep up with him. Can I get close enough to him just to know that I'm cornering better than him? And right there I do know. I said I corner better than him at this corner. So the thought is I need to get ahead of him, probably the first corner, and take advantage of all these sharp corners here and distance myself for the rest of the track, because I know that if he's chasing me at this moment here, look at that corner. I mean, I'm just reeling him in, but only for a moment. I take first place right back. We hit 152, 155, and he pulls right back. His top end power is just kicking in. And this is when I was thinking, I'm not going to win this race if I'm not distance away from him, you know, coming down this last turn here, because if I'm in front of him and he's on my bumper, he's going to slipstream and he's going to win. And look at me, I'm slipstreaming and I can't catch him, so I really got to get in front of him. So lap 3 out of 4, I look again. Remember the first corner here on the last lap? I'm seeing if I can recreate the same thing, and it's a little bit better, but I'm not just going to ram and cut him off. So I didn't have enough to get in front of him, so I dropped right back in. Drop back in and maintain the pace. Try to survive another lap. We got one more lap to try. And at this time, I'm just thinking, survive, stay close to him. Make sure that what happened last lap is still the same, which is with these 3 corners coming up, am I still showcasing better turning and better cornering? And it looks like it. And right here, I'm wide open throttle, slipstream him, bumper to bumper, but he still has so much more top end that I can't catch him. but I do catch him here. This is where the GTR can corner a lot better. The LFA is heavy, so it's not going to take the corners as sharp. And you can see I'm bumper to bumper again, but there you go. He's just pulling away again. It's a pretty good race. We haven't scratched bumpers or rubbed doors, and that's normally what happens when you play somebody at a higher level. Okay, final lap, and that was the game plan. I need to get in front of him this very first corner. The last two laps showed that I could do it, so this time it's time to do it. Let him turn in first, come out, get a better exit speed. I got it. All-wheel drive launch. This is the advantage that the GTR has, and it shows I get out just far enough to overtake him. And this is where I'm thinking it's a good thing that this is not a long straightaway. We're going to have to brake and hit the chicane. Otherwise, he would probably slipstream and overtake me right back. So I'm at the part of the course that I want to be at where I can distance myself from him, as you can see. And this is where I know he's aware of it, that I've been on his bumper the whole time. If he doesn't catch up to me on these corners, it's going to be over. So he's pushing it as hard as he can. I pushed it a little bit too hard, got out to the sand there. So he lost a lot of seconds there. And this is exactly where I wanted to be. I was worried that if he was behind me at this point, even though I would have passed him, then he would just slipstream and come right back. And I didn't want him to be anywhere near me once I got to this point. I'm going to gain my distance here. At this point, I still worried a little bit, but take a look at the zoom. I'm trying to zoom in and zoom out just to look at and show how far away he is. I was afraid that he'd be back in one zoom click away, and if he was, then there's a chance that he would catch a slipstream and possibly take a very close win at the finish line, which happens quite often here on Monza. So that's it, 4th lap. It was a good race, and just wanted to upload something in Gran Turismo. I haven't done that for a while, but now that golf season's over, maybe I'll do some more Gran Turismo. And that's it. Thanks for watching.